Here are important guidelines to keep in mind as you embrace the challenges of online classes. 1. Set up a good working space. It is important that the place is quiet, clear, and free from distractions. 2. Make yourself look good online. Wear clothes the way you do when you go to school for in-person classes. 3. Have a respectful tone. When communicating with your teachers and classmates, observe a certain level of formality. Use respectful greetings and signatures like Good morning, Mr. Dow, Hi, Ms. Taylor, please, and thank you. 4. Be kind and be professional. Make it a point to be respectful in your comments even if you disagree with others. Conduct yourself in an online class with the same respect, politeness, and professionalism that you would exhibit in a real-life classroom. 5. Properly use your webcam and microphone. It's good to show your face to give the impression that you're actively engaged with the lesson. Turn your microphone off when your teacher or others are speaking. This will eliminate background noise that can be distracting. 6. Properly use the chat box. Don't post irrelevant remarks. Instead, use the chat box to clarify misconceptions or share great ideas you have about the topic at hand. Don't yell by typing in all caps. In most situations, typing in all caps is perceived as inappropriate. 7. Always make an effort to use proper punctuation, spelling, and grammar. Observing these ensures clear expression of your thoughts or ideas. 8. Make sure to submit your assignments the proper way. Knowing how to properly submit your work online is key to your success as an online student. 9. Take time to read. When asked to comment on a post, take some time to read through each of the previous discussion post responses before writing your own response. And 10. Think before you type. What you share in an online classroom becomes part of a digital record. I hope that you observe these guidelines to help you in your online learning. May you have a wonderful school year.
Good morning, learners. It feels so great to be with you today again. I am Sir Aaron Jan Cortez, your English teacher. In this session, I will take you to another fun-filled and exciting learning journey.
Your module number 1 has something to do with expressing permission, obligation, and prohibition using modals. At the end of this module, you are expected to: Number 1. Identify the modals used in sentences. Number 2. Give the different uses of modal verbs. And lastly, for number 3, express permission, obligation, and prohibition using modals.
So what are you waiting for? Get hold on your module, paper, notebook, and ballpen. Together, we will unravel all the learning tasks which you will surely enjoy while at the same time learning. Now,
It's time for us to measure your prior knowledge about the topic using the activity from what I know. Can you still recall how modal verbs are used to express permission, obligation, and prohibition? If so, let us check your knowledge on this as you identify the modals referred to in the pre-assessment below. For your pre-assessment, choose your answer from the box and write it on a separate sheet of paper. You will be given 1 minute to finish this activity, and your timer starts now. Oops, time's up. Let us now check your answers. The following are the answers for your pre-assessment. Good job, class! You are absolutely fantastic. Using modal verbs in expressing permission, obligation, and prohibition will help you communicate effectively and meaningfully. Let us now look back from your previous lesson using what's in activity. Have you already experienced visiting a flower farm? Many Filipinos enjoy going to gardens full of flowers. You have probably seen signages with the following rules. What do these rules express? Do you know why you have to follow these flower garden rules? What will happen if every guest will break the rules? Following all the policies and the rules will ensure that all guests are safe, comfortable, and enjoy themselves fully. Okay, now let us look at the word must in the first rule. What information does it give to us? You're right. It tells us what we are allowed or not allowed to do. Therefore, it informs us an obligation. Now, we read numbers 2 to 5 and encircle the words that inform us of permission, obligation, and prohibition. You will be given 1 minute to finish this task, and your timer starts now. Time's up. Let us now check your answers. The answer for what's in will be checked by your teacher individually. Good job, class! You are absolutely fantastic. Are you now ready and excited to do your initial task? If so, let's get started. Do you have time to think of what you can do to help fight COVID-19 pandemic? Read the poem below and find out if you have similar thoughts. How I Beat COVID-19 by Jennifer S. Gonzalez. I can't go out yet, so I should stay home daily. I can't mingle with my friends yet. I can't see them personally. I just realized. May I just send messages oftentimes? May I just have video calls several times? Mother says, yes, you may. Yes, you may. Father says, yes, you may. Yes, you may. I can't go out yet, so I should stay home daily. I can't go out yet. What must I do regularly? I just realized. I have to take part of my family's safety. I have to make our home strong and healthy. Mother says, yes, you have to. Yes, you have to. Father says, yes, you have to. Yes, you have to. I can't go out yet, so I should stay home daily. I can't go out yet. What I ought to do honestly. I just realized. I ought to respect the policy of my community. I ought to show empathy to our health authority. Mother says, yes, you ought to. Yes, you ought to. Father says, yes, you ought to. Yes, you ought to. I can't go out yet. I must do my part. I mustn't stop beating COVID-19. I must say my prayers. Would you mind doing the same? Let us now answer the comprehension questions. For number 1, what is the poem about? Number 2, is the persona's perspective about beating COVID-19 pandemic same as yours? Why or why not? Number 3, we read the following lines from the poem. Which lines suggest asking for and giving permission? A. May I just send messages oftentimes? B. I must say my prayers. C. I can't mingle with my friends yet. I can't see them personally. D. Father says, yes, you may. Yes, you may. For number 4, the following lines suggest obligation. Which words indicate obligation? First, I have to make our home strong and healthy. Second, I ought to respect the policy of my community. Number 5. The poem makes use of the words can't and mustn't in the following lines. What do these words indicate? Do these words provide additional meaning? First, I can't go out yet, so I should stay home daily. Second, I mustn't stop beating COVID-19. You will be given another minute to finish this task, and your timer start now. Oops! Time's up! Let us now check your answers. The answers may vary. That's why evaluation and checking will be done right after this video. Fantastic! High five for a job well done! Let us now dig deeper about the topic. Using what is it? How do you construct sentences in expressing permission, obligation, and prohibition? When you need to express these functions, you need to use modals, or also known as modal verbs, modal auxiliaries, and modal auxiliary verbs. Modals provide additional meaning that the main verb cannot provide by itself. In effect, they help the main verb to express the idea more clearly. In school, we learn to express permission by saying, "May I leave the room, sir?" The word may in the sentence is a modal which indicates asking permission. We read the following lines from the poem, which lines indicate asking permission and giving permission. Time's up. Let us now check your answers. If you want to seem more polite, you can begin asking permission with the phrase, "Would you mind?" Have you noticed any lines from the poem beginning with "Would you mind"? Recall the posters around your school premises that tell you what to do and not to do in case of fire, earthquake, or typhoon. You usually see these reminders. You should know how to call for emergency. And you must smoke inside the house. The first example with a modal should indicates obligation or a recommendation. What does the sentence express then? For the second example, expresses prohibition. What does the modal mustn't indicate then? The most common words used in asking and giving permission are can, may, could, and would. The modal could is more formal than can. May is the most formal. In expressing obligation, we use the modal verbs must, should, ought to, and have to. The modal must is used to express a firm obligation or necessity. It shows that the obligation comes from the speaker. The modal should is used in stating urgency or necessity and that the speaker is using his own subjective view. The modal have to is used to show that the person is obliged to do something, usually by an outside force. Ought to is used to express recommendation or moral obligation. It is used when the speaker wants to represent something as law or duty or regulation. Can or can't suggest something is against the rule, particularly when we don't make the rule. Must not or mustn't is used to talk about what is not permitted. It implies that the prohibition is directly from the speaker. All these modal verbs do not change forms. Each modal verb gives additional information about the function of the main verb that it follows.
That's all for our discussion. I hope you were able to jot down all the necessary information needed for our next activities.
For your independent activity 1, complete the following sentences with the appropriate modals from the box. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. For independent activity number 2, write a sentence for each phrase to ask permission. Use "would you mind" to make the statements politer. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Lastly, for independent activity number 3, complete the following sentences with the appropriate modal verbs signifying obligation or prohibition. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. You will be given another minute to accomplish this activity, and your timer starts now.
Time's up. You really amazed me with your ideas. Since your answers may vary from this activity, evaluation and checking of your answers will also be done right after this video.
Let us now reflect about your learning using What I Have Learned. For your What I Have Learned activity, express permission, obligation, and prohibition using modals below. Write your sentences on a separate sheet of paper. You will be given 1 minute to finish this activity, and your timer starts now.
Time's up! Your answer to this activity may vary. That is why evaluation and checking of your answers will be done right after this video.
It's time to put everything into action using What I Can Do. For your What I Can Do activity, read the given situation in each item and follow the instructions carefully. You will be given 1 minute to answer this task, and your timer starts now.
Good job, class! Your answers may vary in this activity. That is why evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video.
Let us now assess your overall learning about the topic we discussed using your activities under final assessment. For your final assessment, choose 2 correct responses to give to each question. Write the letter of the correct answer on your answer sheet. You will be given another minute to accomplish this task, and your timer starts now.
Evaluation and checking will also be done right after this video.
For your assignment, using the appropriate modal auxiliaries, create dialogues based on the given situations below. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper.
And that's all for today. I hope you learn and enjoy a lot about this session. Thank you for your cooperation. Till next time, bye!